and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I want to share with you about my one big life lesson. Throughout my struggle with anxiety, I have learned that life is characterized by seasons. These are usually obvious things that happen in our lives, and most of the time we don't really take note of them. But it seems that seasons tend to repeat themselves in different ways, in different stages of our lives. It does not matter the place where you are at in life, but these seasons keep alternating, happening concurrently, or repeating themselves. We have seasons of gain and seasons of loss. Seasons of gain are characterized by happy moments, of course, joy, celebrations. Those are times when a new member is added to the family, people are getting married, people are adding children to their family, they are making strides in their careers, investments, progress in different areas of life that they would actually desire to grow. They feel like they are experiencing growth, and that is visible growth that is happening. But usually we also have those seasons of loss, and for sure these are the difficult seasons where life is characterized by situations of pain. We experience loss of loved ones, loss of jobs, loss of contracts. So many things is as if is not working in our lives. Sometimes troubled marriages, having sicknesses, having troubled children. Those are things that all humans experience at least some point in their lives. And unless you come to understand that, sometimes you can just think that you are the only one suffering or going through these things. But actually, it's a great realization to know that these things happen to everyone. No matter who they are, it doesn't choose. For example, loss of a loved one. We all know that death is inevitable, and all of us at some point will get through it, or we have to go through it. We will have to experience it. You know, there are those times in life where you hear, it's as if they are just rumors of such kind of things. You hear them from your friends, from your relatives, without that understanding that one day it could actually come knocking at your door. So I've come to realize that when you hear it, when someone is going through it somewhere, just know that you are not immune. So I have learned that I'm not immune to those things. I'm human, and I might experience such things at some point in my life. So what is my one big life lesson? My one big life lesson is learning to surrender. You not only surrender to those situations when they come, but you surrender to God. Because there's so little that we have control over as humans. Sometimes we plan our lives and we think that because we are making progress, some things are succeeding, we are in control. Actually, we are not. But our sovereign God is always in control. And so learning how to surrender helps us gain strength to face difficulties in our lives. And so no matter whatever you're going through, if you are going through that season of gain, there is victories, you're making progress and all that, stop worrying about the impending bad season that might come. No, enjoy what you have. Enjoy it because God has given it to you at that time. And when you are going through suffering or that season of difficulty, know that you are never alone. God is always with you. In Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5, he has promised, Jesus promised that he will never leave you nor forsake you. That verse says actually that I will never leave you nor forsake you. And in John 15 verse 33, Christ was speaking to his disciples. And we as believers, we are actually Christ's disciples. And he never promised them that everything, as long as you're a believer, will go smooth, that you'll never experience pain and suffering. But actually he says that in this world, you will have trouble. But cheer up! I have overcome the world. Christ has overcome the world for us. Today, it's an encouragement to you that when you go through difficulties, surrender to God. When you go through those difficult seasons, surrender to God because Christ has overcome the world. You will go through those troubling moments, but God will strengthen you. And also, lastly, I would just want to say that it is always good to learn to enjoy every moment. And if you're going through difficulties, find out what can you learn from that moment, because those are the times that experience tremendous growth. And this kind of growth is invisible. We grow in our minds, we grow in our spiritual life, we grow in our heart. We grow during those difficult times. It's when we are strengthened as believers. So cheer up. Jesus has overcome the world. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.